This nozzle has got only 3 speeds: slow, medium, fast, nothing else. It's fitting a 5 liter in it, and it's filling. Can you please bring it closer? So this 5 liter measure is duly calibrated by waste management department. The meters are यहाँ पे खड़े हुए हैं, and it has a hole in the neck from where 1 or 2 drops should come out when 5 liter is 5 liter. See, move your finger. Some quantity has come out, which should be the case. It has to come out. आप खाली कर दीजिए मेरे को. Yes, sir, press. And hold with both hands. Yeah, right. If somebody can count. Yeah, please. When near the completion, you please give it back to the boy because it may come out, pressure is more.
पोलर बहुत डर रहे हैं.
See, there is no difference in the quantity. So, ma'am, how many times you press it?
Think about 10 times at least.
And you? So 15 times they press, and sometimes just by one press by the salesman, due to a genuine reason, because full time डालना है तो उसके लिए ऑटो कट का वेट करना है उसको. He has to fill it to the print. This is the certificate of Mixer Measure Department for the 5 liter measure that we have filled just now to show that it is an authentic measure, and the quantity doesn't vary with multiple press of the nozzle. It is just a myth which is has to keep Walkman 2 type filter paper. It is a special filter paper. It is a government mandate. Filter paper is used to check the quality of the petrol, whether any adulteration is there or not. Simple test. Filter paper will be given to the customer. We will pour 1 or 2 drops from the nozzle on the filter paper. After a minute, the filter paper should not have any oily stain. It should evaporate. There may be the stain of a dye, color. This is fine. So dye is added in the petrol, all the companies do it. But oily stain should not be there. That's the right way of checking it. So now we will hand over filter paper to I think 10-12 customers here. All of you can come this side. We'll give filter paper. The boy will put 1 or 2 drops on each filter paper, and all of you have to tell whether there is stain or not, oily stain. Some more people can come over, please. Then please come.
तुम्ही असे आहेत मी या साईडने त्यांका साईडने.
This is a Walkman 2 type filter paper. Yeah, bring more filter paper. Yeah.
As consumers, can we ask for this filter paper?
Yes, you all the rights.
Anytime, day or night?
Anytime.
we are on the menu.
Anytime.
And is this only applicable to HP petrol?
It is for all the companies.
All the companies.
It is a government mandate. The easiest test you can do for quality. As a layman. Now you put खाली ready करें. filling the petrol in the jar with the help of the thermometer we will pour 1 or 2 drops on each filter paper. On every filter paper. इसको उठाना आपने जार कहाँ को उठाना? कैच में करना है तो पीछे भी आपके पीछे भी इधर
There should be no oil wastage.
ऑयल स्केल जो करते हैं स्प्रेडिंग लेवल it will because as it is before the pouring of the petrol in the paper after a minute
सोमासुदीका पुढे येऊ नका.
one ma'am any oil stain is there you can say it on the mic
No, we can't see any oil stain.
no oil stain any filter paper has got any oil stain so this is one simple check for checking the quality of the petrol at a fuel station that you can do we will do 2 more checks one for the density and one more for addressing the issue of dealers delivering water to the customers instead of petrol or diesel. Filter paper, Wattman 2 type. Wattman 2 type. It is specially for the petrol pumps. No, density we will do it as separate test ma'am. That will be done after.
ऑयल अगर मिक्स है तो ही दिखाएगा या इसमें पेट्रोल में पानी है तो भी दिखाएगा.
सिर्फ ऑयल.
ऑयल दिखाएगा.
पानी जो है वो मिक्सिंग नहीं होगा पानी कभी पेट्रोल के साथ मिक्स नहीं होता है पानी नीचे सेटल हो जाएगा
नीचे से
हाँ पानी कभी भी मिक्सिंग नहीं होता तो कोई भी डीलर अपने पेट्रोल में पानी नहीं डालेगा आज के टाइम पे पेट्रोल में हम लोग एथेनॉल मिला के लेते हैं पोल्यूशन कम करने के लिए भारत सरकार का आदेश है तो पेट्रोल मिक्स होने के बाद पानी मिक्स होने के बाद पेट्रोल को गैसोहोल बोला जाता है गैसोहोल का एक प्रॉपर्टी है अगर गैसोहोल पानी के कांटेक्ट में आएगा तो जो एथेनॉल है वो गैसोहोल से अलग हो जाता है नीचे बॉटम में सेटल होगा आपको पानी की तरह दिखाई देगा तो आज एक टेस्ट हम करके दिखाएंगे आपको कि ये कैसे होता है और अगर ऐसा बाई चांस किसी पंप पे होता है तो डीलर का नुकसान है उसका 10% पेट्रोल पानी बन जाता है जो वो कस्टमर को नहीं कर सकता तो इट इज a smaller loss to the customer, higher loss to the dealer. So they have bought around 40 kg of product in a tank, 40,000 liters. Out of that, 4,000 liters goes on the drain. So we do the test. आज test करेंगे उसका.
We must demonstrate the density test at all the petrol pumps near the sales building on the density display board. There also the density is displayed there, which is the reference density. Now we will take the density now. The variation should be within plus minus 3 of the reference density. So this is the hydrometer which I have. Thermometer.
Excuse me, sir. Welcome, sir. Kotlangi. Sir, Kotlangi, sir. So please come back.
So the temperature is 31 degrees Celsius here. And the density which has come is 736. Anyone want to see this cup? See, it has from 700 to 750. Here 30 is written. Yeah.
750.
736.
Where is that?
0.7 is on the top. Then there are bifurcations, 10, 20, 30.
Yes, yes.
Then that is coming to 6, 736 at a temperature of 31 degrees Celsius. Now we will convert it into 15 degrees Celsius. So we have this ASTM table. The value is coming to 750.2. I'll show you. This is the column for 736 and the temperature 31. So once you come here, it is coming to 750.2. The density displayed there is 749.1. So the difference is 1.1, which is well within the range of plus minus 3. So this is how we can check the density. This is the quality test which is widely accepted worldwide, and this is the easiest test which can be conducted at the petrol pump in order to check the quality of any product.
So this is done during the day, once each day?
Every day dealer is checking the density and updating it on the board before 10 a.m. Every petrol pump is updating that. So when that can be taken as a reference density, this is the observed density. The difference between them should be within plus minus 3.
So this observed density test is being done every day at the petrol?
Yeah, every day. Dealer is updating it before 10 a.m. on the density board, which is displayed near the sales building.
That is the display density. So after that, I mean, during the day, is this also done?
It is mandatory to do it once a day, and after they get a new load from the depot, after that also they have to do, and then change the reference density over there. So every tank it will be there, and this can be done for both petrol and diesel, unlike filter paper. Filter paper is only for petrol, not for diesel. This is for both, petrol and diesel. You can do this. You can ask the boy to show you the density.
Excuse me. The density is mentioned on the bill as well. The density is mentioned on the bill also, right?
I'll answer that question, sir. Good question you have asked. Nowadays we are getting a complaint from the customers कि आपकी मशीन पे डेंसिटी जो है या तो जीरो है या ठीक से लिखा नहीं है, भरा नहीं है. Correct? Is the question? So that is what gets printed on the bill also. From the machine, that is what gets printed on the bill also. So tell me one thing, sir. What do you think? उधर मैं डेंसिटी चेंज करूँगा तो क्या होगा? You can take this mic.
No, no.
Please. We are.
Say it in English for me.
Yeah. I'm saying, what do you think will happen if I change the density in the dispensing unit now?
Frankly, I don't know how it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think possibly can happen as a consumer?
Yeah, if the density, prescribed density is not available, then it is not fair to the customers.
Okay. Do you think it can make some kind of changes to the quality and the quantity being supplied, or the fuel being supplied to the customers?
We don't have the knowledge to say where this can be.
Actually,
Yeah.
customers mainly make complaints because density has got a direct relation with the quality and the quantity of the fuel. That's what we are seeing just now. And they feel the density mentioned in the dispensing unit is the real-time density. And if the density is not correct or within the range of petrol and diesel, because there is set range of density given by BIS standards for petrol and diesel both. For petrol, it is 720 to 775. It should be within this range. If this range is not there for the density, that means that petrol is not accepted. Same way for diesel, it's 810 to 845. Sometimes you will see on the display for the diesel, then density is mentioned 800 or 850 or 700. That is a manual density which doesn't make any difference to the quality or the quantity of the fuel. Generally, this particular option of reading the density is not available in all the dispensing unit. Some are old, some are new. And the government mandate is to display the density on the scoreboard, which is done by all the dealers every day. And that is the place where you take the reference density from while you are doing this test. So don't be worried about the density in the dispensing unit. That is not the real-time density of the product in the tank. That is manually fed. So don't go by that. It doesn't change the quality or quantity of the fuel.
But is it mandatory to mention on the bill? Because I've been observing this, that this density is mentioned and there is a change. Sometimes there is a few drops.
It is not mandatory to mention the density on the bill.
Yeah.
What is mandatory is the dealer has to mention the density on the store code every day. Morning 10 a.m. and after decanting the load and selling 50 liter, because the pipeline will have the old product. And the tank is now having the mixed product, earlier batch and a new batch. So they are supposed to declare the density again after decanting, after selling 50 liters of product. 50 to 100 liters depending on the size of the outlet in the line of the pipeline. It's like that.
Density doesn't get mentioned. I have a bill of
Not mentioned?
density is not mentioned.
Vehicle number?
Vehicle number? From a station, not even vehicle number. From a station and earlier bills and that. Bill forwarding.
Now we are going to show you one more test. A very practical one, a very different test you must have ever seen past.
Basically, the petrol is having ethanol. It's called gasoline. So as per the government mandate, the percentage of the ethanol in the petrol is from 5% to 11%. So what I'll do, there we have taken gasoline of around 300 ml, and now we are going to add the water of around 170 ml. So
Can somebody bring the camera closer
Yeah.
to this water? How much water can you see in the jar? 175 ml, correct?
170.
Approximately.
Approximately 170.
We'll pour some quantity in the petrol jar. Then you will see how much have been poured from the water jar. And then you will see how much water is showing in the petrol jar after that.
Okay.
So now I am going to add this water in the gasoline.
That's all. That's all. Let's put it on there.
So the phase separation is happening.
Let it happen. It's still going on. Can one of you tell me that how much of water can you see in the jar of petrol?
Same 175.
Should not be. You will have parallel, sir. You have to get down. You have to come in the front of the jar.
200, I think.
Almost.
Almost 200.
It's lesser than 200. Yeah, it's lesser than 200.
Yeah. We had around 300 ml of petrol in the petrol jar that all of us had seen.
Same 170.
9% ethanol is being added to it. That makes it 27 ml basically. We had 175 ml of water in it. Now we have 200 ml of water in the petrol jar. That 27 ml of ethanol has got separated from the gasohol mixture and is looking like a water to the consumers. In the process, the dealer has lost 27 ml of petrol, which he was supposed to sell to you and get some money out of it. Now he won't get it. He has to discard this bottom part. It is more than 200 ml, approximately 200 ml. So that 27 ml of ethanol has got separated and is looking like a water to the customers. So that's why I was saying no dealer would like his petrol tank to have even a trace of water in it. Because that will take away around 9 to 10% of his petrol away. Yeah.
So many times customers are complaining that dealer has put water instead of petrol. So there can be cases where while washing the vehicle or some way the water has entered into the fuel tank of the customer, and due to which the phase separation has happened inside the tank of the customer. Because if it has happened at the petrol pump, then we will be receiving number of complaints, not from a single customer. So that's what we try to show with the experiment of phase separation, that even if the water traces are there in the fuel tank of the customer, then the separation will happen. It is not necessary that it is there in the tank of the petrol pump.
अभी जो एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है ना, उसमें हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि नीचे पे पानी है, ऊपर पेट्रोल है. ऊपर जो पेट्रोल है, that is a pure petrol now. उसमें अभी
Yeah, but that cannot be separated now.
no, that can be separated now.
Yeah. So this needs to be discarded now.
आप ही you only go.
Then he wants to put
So you
some
only go, no?
petrol, this petrol.
Yeah, what happened?
It is petrol only. Only ethanol has not separated.
That is settled down.
I'm testing on this smell.
Show me.
Additional check. Then additional one.
Show on the camera, sir.
If the phase separation happens, then you're not supposed to.
It's disappearing. Slowly.
Water will go to engine first from the fuel tank. It is down, no? Go to engine.
Yes, just little bit.
Little bit.
You can.
Yeah, gone. Almost.
Almost little.
Yeah. Setting up a smell test.
Sir, you should give feedback also now.
Yes. Here.
This experiment that was carried on,
So what
petrol that was put on the paper, there is no stain left behind. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have a question relating to this. I have a question that I think even other consumers may have also. That I have experienced, not as personal experience, but as a bystander, and I have even taken photographs of the same at varying petrol stations, not necessarily at this station, where consumers come with their plastic bottles, especially big drinking water bottles or any kind of cans which are not categorized as petrol cans. And the petrol station fills it in that jar, that calibrating jar or some kind of jar that is kept aside, and then they pour it into that on the side. Is that allowed? And I know it is also the fault of the consumer to bring it, but shouldn't the consumer be stopped and it should not be filled in that? Second point is that petrol is found being sold a lot in Kalangut, I have seen, on the road in plastic water bottles kept on the curb, on a stool, and it is being sold, and that is a ready advertisement for consumers to come there and buy it. Shouldn't the petrol companies also be looking at that as an added, consumer
Actually,
protection?
that is something administration has to look after it actually, because somebody is selling petrol at their shops without license. That is something government has to see that. We have no control as such. We don't have that kind of mechanism or the machinery to handle that thing.
But sir, I might also add here that they have purchased that from a petrol station.
We discourage all our dealers to sell loose petrol.
Yes.
And so does the administration. Only the genuine customers who are with the family, their car has stopped on the highway, they need fuel. We just give 1 liter of fuel in the aluminum container, not in the plastic bottles, so that they can go to the car, fill it up with 1 liter, come to the outlet and take the full quantity whatever they want to take. That's how we do it. And we keep a security deposit against it, so that customer brings back the bottle to us. Otherwise we lose the bottle also.
You're referring to a proper fuel bottle, right?
We have aluminum containers
Yes.
in which we also store the samples.
Yes.
Because every time the tanker comes, when the truck comes with the
Yes.
supply, dealers are supposed to keep the samples with them, 2 liter of petrol and 1 liter of diesel, so that if tomorrow some complaint comes regarding quality, so we can catch out of the tanker or the transporter.
So can there be some kind of a directive issued and
Already we have issued one
where?
to all the dealers.
Okay, so when we do see this happening, who do we complain to? How do we take this forward?
See, it's good that you have raised this. File your complaint with Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs, even at Maksa or wherever. Because see, as you have rightly pointed out, the administration has to crack down on it. We ourselves run a campaign on it. But I think that this part about the
Aluminum containers.
container, you just also circulate that. So we can also be clear that if they have taken it from a farm, that they would, for specific reason, that they would have bought it in this container.